welcome to Jeo Tv online news at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Shettima assures of government fight against corruption, security orders. Federal government plans to retrain 60,000 health workers. Tax reforms implementation will boost projected 35 trillion revenue, Oyedele says. Federal government to conduct MSMEs census in 2025. JAMB introduces mock UTME for underage candidate. 22 soldiers, 70 terrorists killed in Borno military operation. Honorable Adebayo Abdullahi celebrate birthday anniversary. Distribute palliative to 200 beneficiaries. And on sport, NSC gives junior female Yellow Greens $5,000 World Cup boosts. Now the news in details. Vice President Kashim Shettima has assured Nigerians that the current administration will continue to provide the values of the democratic systems by fixing major weaknesses of the economy, securing communities, fighting corruption, strengthening the independence of the judiciary, and improving national cohesion. Shettima stated this in Abuja on Monday at the National Conference on Strengthening Democracy in Nigeria, themed Strengthening Nigeria's Democracy, Pathways to Good Governance and Political Integrity, organized by the African Center for Leadership, Strategy and Development. Shettima, who was represented by Special Advisor on Political Issues, Akim Baba Ahmed, said while democracy is not a perfect system, it is still considered the best form of government compared to others. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Pate, has announced a plan by the federal government to retrain 60,000 frontline health workers in the country. He added that 40% of all the primary healthcare facilities in the country will be upgraded to provide advanced care in 2025. Pate made this known on X while outlining key health sector initiatives expected in 2025, added that the government is determined to develop the primary healthcare landscape. The chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, has said the implementation of tax reforms will boost the 35 trillion projected revenue in the 2025 appropriation bill. Oyedele said this during a panel discussion at the launch of the 2025 Macroeconomic Outlook of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group. He said there was going to be an increase in the revenue on the tax reform bills still at the National Assembly are passed and implemented, putting the value of the increase at trillions of naira. The Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment has announced plans to conduct a nationwide census of micro, small and medium enterprises in 2025 as part of its economic growth and industrial transformation strategy. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, reviewed this in the FMIT I-2025 Outlook document, which outlined the ministry's key priorities for the new year. Oduwole, along with the Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Eno, described the census as a critical step towards conducting a nationwide census to establish a precise, data-driven roadmap for empowering MSMEs. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has introduced a mock unified tertiary matriculation examination for candidates below the age of 16. JAMB Registrar Professor Isaac Oloyede explained that the mock UTME is not for the purpose of tertiary institution admission, but for underage seeking to test their ability. Oloyede spoke on Sunday at a meeting with media executives in Lagos, where he also announced that this year's UTME will hold on March 8, 2025. The Defense Headquarters has confirmed the death of 22 soldiers and over 70 insurgents during an ongoing military operation in the Timbuktu Triangle, a notorious terrorist stronghold in Borno State. The operation, conducted by troops of the Operation Adenkai, according to the DHQ, began on January 16, 2025, and has focused on dismantling terrorist enclaves in the region. In a statement on Sunday, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, revealed that the operation had resulted in several encounters with insurgents. In a remarkable celebration of his birthday anniversary, Honorable Adebayo Abdullahi distributed palliatives to 200 beneficiaries in Magajare, Ward 1. The selfless act demonstrated his commitment to serving the people of Kwara, which he has consistently showcased throughout his career as a former Social Democratic Party councillor of the ward. The event, which took place at the forecourt of Babasale Ilorin, Idiakwe, was a heartwarming display of kindness and generosity, as over 200 families received food and palliative items, which will undoubtedly make a significant difference in their lives.
Today is something merriment for me because I've never experienced this day. But just to use this blessing, actually my birthday is yesterday. But I just want to use this occasion to thank Almighty Allah and to appreciate the good people of Magajare Wodwan for their support despite the consultation of the election without giving anything. So they just they come out and show the love of appreciation by voting for me, despite the way they did not give us the mandate. But we still have belief that indeed there is nothing God cannot do. We have belief and to show the appreciation. That's the main reason for the occasion, and to show the commitment of the people of our.
The event also featured a special prayer session for Abdullahi and former SDP governorship candidate Alhajim Akim Oladimeji Lawal. While speaking, Malam Zakari Yao praised the celebrant, describing him as a worthy youth to emulate, citing his focus on life and politics with total loyalty. Honorable Duro Sali, a former SDP chairmanship candidate, also commended the celebrant for his selfless gesture, urging others to follow his footsteps.
I commend him for that good gesture. At least once somebody do you a favor, you can as well be paid back with good favor. For the election that we had sometime last year, the local government election, we all know that he won the election. And being a son and a bona fide member of this community, that is Magajare Ward 1, for what they have done to him, he is now showing a lot of gratitude to them. That's why what he's doing today, I commend him. And I salute his courage. And I wish all other people who are also in this level should be able to emulate him. And these are the way that we can be able to return good for good. That's why I appreciate what he did, and I commend him very well.
The last on the news is sport. The National Sports Commission has granted $5,000 boost to Nigeria's campaign at the 2025 ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup in Malaysia. NSC Director General Bukola Olokbade conveyed messages of support from President Bola Tinubu and NSC chairman Jeo Tv encouraging the team to continue their historic performance. And that'll be all on Just Event Online News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Shettima assures of government fight against corruption, security, others. Federal government plans to retrain 60,000 health workers. Tax reforms implementation will boost projected 35 trillion naira revenue, Oyedele says. Federal government to conduct MSME census in 2025. JAMB introduces mock UTME for underage candidates. 22 soldiers, 7 terrorists killed in Borno military operation. Honorable Adebayo Abdullahi celebrates birthday anniversary. Distribute palliative to 200 beneficiaries. And on sport, NSC gives junior female Yellow Grains $5,000 World Cup boost. Thank you for watching Just Event Online News. As long as they are well-intentioned, mistakes are not a matter for shame, but for learning. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Just Event Online. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I'm Anifat Ismail. Good night.